What do you think it takes to be a trailblazing leader today?
Yeah, that's a really fascinating question. And I'm sure most people would answer that by talking about strategy, vision, resilience, and all of those kind of qualities that make a leader really powerful. But for me, I would really look at it in a slightly different way. And I would be really looking to see, what is it that is beneath that? What is it that is beneath all of the performance and all of the external things that make a leader powerful? And I really believe that as we look into the things that we cannot see, those are the things that actually drive the performance, the vision, and all of the external results that leaders want. When most people come to me, they would ask me for a result. So a leader would come, and I work with all kinds of people, and I would ask, what is it that you want to create? And they would tell me a result. And the question I would then ask them is, well, what creates results? And normally they would say to me, well, action creates results. So I take an action, it creates a result. And then I would ask a leader, well, what creates the action? And they would say, well, thoughts. The thoughts that I have a thought, I take an action, it creates a result. But then I would ask them, like the $1 million question, well, what creates thoughts? What actually creates the thoughts that you take action on and you get results with? And, mostly people would answer things like the circumstances around me, the environment I'm in, my feelings, perceptions, ideas that come into my mind. But I really have come to discover that it is really the identity that we have, how we perceive ourselves, who we believe ourselves to be, that actually creates the way we see. The way we see creates the thoughts that we have, and those thoughts create actions, and those actions create results. So what I see there is that it's our identity that creates results. And therefore, that is really the most important part of being a trailblazing leader, is to really discover who I am, because discovering that will create amazing results. And by way of example, just to show how this kind of works in a deeper way, would be like an example of saying you have two people in the same cafeteria at work, and it's the same environment, nothing changes. The only thing that's different is the identity of the two people in that cafeteria. The first person comes in, and the first person has an identity that I'm not liked by people. And this person looks across the table, sees all the colleagues sat there and thinks, I'm not liked by people. So they then think, well, I'll go and sit on this table where nobody's there. So they sit on the table, hear everybody else laughing, and they're excluded. And then they feel nobody likes me. They leave the table with a result that nobody likes me, and it reinforces that internal identity. Now, the second person comes in, and their identity is, I'm really loved, people like me. And they look across the same table. They say, oh, look, all the people are sat there. That's really fun. They go and sit there. Everybody laughs and jokes. They say, what a great time. I'm really loved. They get up. And now they've created a result that I'm really loved. And that reinforces that identity. And really, to me, that really explains that, the results that we have are not shaped by the environment. They're not shaped by the external things that are happening. They're shaped by how we see ourselves. And trailblazing leaders have this unique ability to really be able to, instead of allowing the things around them, the things that are outside, to really shape who they become, they allow the inside to shape the reality that they're living in.